What's going on, everybody? I'm here at METS Trade to give you an idea of what's going on across the industry. I'm here with Mason from SF Marina, who's going to tell us a little bit about SF Marina and what they're all about. Good to see you, Mason.
Nice to see you as well, Ben. How's the show been for you?
It's been really good. It's fantastic. It's packed, and I'm sure you've had a good show too.
We have, yeah. It's been nice to see all the people here today, and a lot of people stopping by our booth in the Marina Yard Pavilion, and so we're excited about all the people we've met and all the introductions and things that we're talking about. So
yeah, good. And so, could you give us some background and an overview of what SF Marina specialize in, and maybe some projects that you've been involved with?
absolutely, SF Marina Systems is a worldwide company with over 100 years of history that specializes in concrete floating structures. Evolved from small marinas and ferry landings now to super yacht berths and commercial floating piers, including floating breakwaters to build and create new harbors. All of the history and technology that we've used and evolved throughout the enhancements and advancements in our systems has lended our technologies really well to much larger concrete floating structures that are industry setting. We're building single floats that are over 40 feet or 13 meters.
So impressive, yeah.
It really is. We're doing ships, floating piers that can hold ships that are 500 feet long, and super yachts that are 30 plus 40, 50 meters
Yeah,
long.
they just keep getting bigger, and
They do keep getting bigger.
They need something to have a berth, right?
Absolutely, and with these larger, they're large pleasure yachts, but they're really ships. Everything about them, the loads on the bollards and cleats, the electrical power, the utilities, high-speed fueling systems. When they fill up, multiple tanker trucks go into these yachts, and designing systems into the concrete floating structures, like Pier 66 in Fort Lauderdale. That's part of the advancement and technology and the knowledge that is with SF Marina Systems.
And you've been going a long while, right?
Going along very well. Factory in Walham in Sweden, and the home office is in Gothenburg. It's a 100,000 square foot factory.
Oh, wow.
with multiple casting beds. We have shipping logistics around the world that can bring these huge structures via ship to anywhere in the world. We have multiple partners around the world that also have manufacturing in all the major markets of the marine industry. Mediterranean, Southeast Asia, obviously North America, and down Caribbean and South America.
And are there any particular areas that you're focusing on now and over the next few years?
We're really focusing on these larger structures. The demand has been high for the super yacht market. The demand is high for, let's say, offshore wind support vessels and floating breakwaters. Historically, all the calm harbors are full. Recreational, boating is in high demand, and there's a greater demand for slips. And so, if all of the calm locations are taken, now we're looking to build safe harbors by using floating breakwaters to create those harbors. So that technology is really important in creating the safe harbor.
All right, magic. And what kind of technologies go into creating one of these things? So there's quite a lot of infrastructure within a floating dock and one of these marinas. What kind of things do you have to consider?
So there's definitely a lot of technology that creates a system that is successful. We like to joke that building one single concrete floating structure is not rocket science. A lot of people can do it. It will float. But then to create an entire system joined together that can exist in large wave energy situations, high loads with big vessels, that's where our technology shines.
Yeah, you've got to consider a lot more factors when you face the reality of what it's got to withstand and accommodate for. It's actually quite complex.
And we have a proven track record. A theme or catchphrase is, we're storm proven.
Right,
a lot of our systems have really gone through and experienced
literally storms.
Literally big storms, exactly. And we've learned over the years from the smaller structures, what works going into the larger structures. So that history and technology, does make us kind of the world leader.